All right, we are live, which is wonderful. So, welcome to today's conversation and connection. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And today I have the honor, and I have to really say it is an honor to speak to Joyita all the way from India, because as we're talking about, India
Namaste.
is my second home, and what you're interested in touches my heart. Your passions touches my heart. So thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you. We're here talking about self-love and healing with self-love. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Joita, and how how you started with this and how you help to share your passions with the women of the world.
Namaste. Thank you for having me here, Sophia. And a happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies, lovely ladies who have tuned in. So, I chose this topic on self love, especially because it is a day of love, even though every day is a day of love. So, I believe that love is the energy which is everything in this world. And
Yes.
it is love that keeps us going around. But most often than not, we are seeking this love outside us, outside of ourselves. But this love is there inside us. We are born out of love. We take on a body, and when we leave this body, we love. We just merge with the pure consciousness, and that is love and nothing else. This is a topic very close to my heart, and I would love to share this with most of the women, even though I do not have any gender bias, and I feel that men also need love in their lives, but women need it all the more. Probably because that's how we are constructed. We always take in, so we take in everything and we take everything on our heads. So, yes, self love is important.
Absolutely. So thank you. And I just want to thank you for sharing that and just bring in, say hello to Tega who's watching us. We've actually got quite a few joining us. So please say hi. Let us know where you're from. We are using StreamYard, so I don't always get to see who's watching us. We're here having a beautiful conversation about loving ourselves, self-love. So let us know where you're calling in from. So how did you get into this whole thing, about love? We're talking about a little bit about your journey and how you use different, you combine the Eastern and the Western philosophies and everything else like that.
Okay, so this journey began when I was very young. I remember I was 4 or 5 years old, and I could see things. And that time I did not know that I was still connected to my past life. I was looking for a particular city. And in India, there is a place called Varanasi. It is an
Yes.
eternal city. And when I went to Varanasi, I was 16 years old. And I knew this is the place. So that time I did not know anything about past lives or the rebirth of souls, but it intrigued me. I've studied in a convent school where we used to be taught about resurrection of Jesus, and I was like wondering, how is it possible? Is it possible? Because I used to think, and when you're small, everything is real. You don't think that. I never used to question: is this a story or is this real? I have been brought up in the faith of Hinduism. And in Hinduism, we believe that the soul is immortal. It never dies. We take on a different body, like we wear a new coat or a new blazer. So the soul takes on a new body. And this somewhere, took me on the journey of the soul, what it is, the eternal soul. And so, 23 years ago, I learned Reiki. So I am a Reiki grandmaster. I have been practicing on myself, for my parents and friends, and now I have a thriving business. Business is a wrong term. I have a thriving practice, I would say. I not only practice Reiki, I give healing sessions, I teach Reiki. And along with this, I have my own healing modality where I have amalgamated the Western and the Eastern philosophies. And here we work on suppose you have a blockage on relationships. Somehow you're not getting well in relationships. So we actually go and deep into what it is, from how many past lives. So we do a past life records. We open the Akashic records. We
Wow.
do the research, and then we clear it, and then we activate the new consciousness. So we are always activating. So this is what I do. I do something called energy vastu, which is the clearance of space. So here also I use the Western philosophies and I use the Indian philosophies because we have the five elements, the Panch Mahabhut. So
Yes.
I try to, I try to energize and harmonize them. And many other modalities like EFTs there. I use hypnosis and just name it.
Sound healing. We're talking about sound healing as well.
I do sound healing. So we use this Himalayan bowls, the Tibetan bowls. The metallic, it's made out of 7 metals. They are all handmade and they are medical grade metals which are being used. So I use that initially. I used to use it because I used to love the sound, but now I use it to energize the room. So this room has been energized with sound healing prior to the session, and we've done it. It works very much on mental cases where so it's like a gym for the brain, we all know. So it's
Mhm.
where the medical medicines, your probes, your whatever you do, the x-rays cannot reach. Even an x-ray will not be able to heal. So that is where the sound waves can reach, and it can heal. And obviously I would be clubbing it with other modalities. So I channelize Reiki. I might be able to put the patient at the sorry client at ease with a little bit of relaxation techniques, and then you go with the sound healing.
With the sound healing. So thank you. And I can totally connect with that because like I said, sound healing is one of my big passions.
Yes,
It has
I can see
totally
that.
changed my life. Yeah, totally
Yeah.
changed my life. Which is another conversation. But I'm very interested a little bit more to know about your energy clearing and stuff. And like, do you do this online? Are you able to help people wherever they are in the world?
Yes, so we are all connected to each other energetically. We are all one, part of the same consciousness. So wherever you are located, I don't need your picture. I just need a name and I need the issue. So whether it is your space, your office space, your business, or your house which needs a clearing, or a relationship issue, or a physical issue, or even I do a lot of ancestral healing because we believe that we are part of that one consciousness, and our ancestors are always there to bless us. So for that I would love to honor them, and for this I do a lot of ancestral clearings also, because many of our traumas are there since the past few generations, especially the abundance blocks.
Mm, mm, absolutely.
So
Yeah. And you can do that online.
I do it
We can.
online, yes.
Wonderful. So we will drop your links in the comments as soon as we finish our
Definitely.
conversation sometime soon. And Taga's just saying that she loves the ancestral healing part about that
Thank you.
because that does affect us. Sometimes we don't even know on what's
Yes.
affecting us and stuff, especially as you said with money blocks. It can go back to generations and we're
Yes.
carrying that with us and things like that. So it's a very interesting it's an interesting way of helping people through that, which is really, really wonderful. And tell me a little bit more about, like we were talking about love and on this day of love, on Valentine's Day. But for all days that love, as you're saying, love truly is the foundation and that it can really
Yes.
heal.
Yeah. If you
And
look
stuff.
at David Hawkins' scale of consciousness, you would find that love is just 3 rungs below the enlightenment. And we need to continuously expand and work towards reaching that. And when you have reached love, then you have almost reached your goal. So I would like to go back into my life and give an example. Not an example, I would like to share this with you. I'm opening my heart to all of you for the first time today. I always used to lack that love. I used to feel that, my parents maybe like my sister. I'm not sure whether it is true or not, but probably energy never lies. So I used to feel that, I'm not getting that love from my own parents. Then I got married and I did not get that love in that family. And So there was, so when you, and you know, I used to look up for that love from my own people.
Yes.
And because that was not there throughout my life, I had been struggling with, I'm not loved, I'm not appreciated. What is it worth? I wish I can see love at least before I die. These were my thoughts. And then what happened was, while I was in these practices, one day I just realized I need love. I do not need it from these people. And when that shift occurred, my life is filled with love. You cannot imagine the amount of love I have got from people whom I do not know, people who do not judge me. Unconditionally, they have, created spaces in their love for me, in their life for me. Just today, just before I began, I got a chocolate and flowers, not from my partner, but from a very sweet student of mine. Uh, because, once you need love in your life, you do not need it from. Once you remove the from, the love is there.
Yes.
So, like you say, this cup is full,
Yes.
but this cup is empty. You cannot pour from it. I can sip this water, but if there is nothing, what will I do?
Yes.
So we need to feel ourselves. The best relationship that we have in our life is with us, the person we look at in the mirror. I look at myself in the mirror every day and I appreciate myself, not the physical self, but something. When I look every day, when I take each day at a time, from morning till evening, I have achieved something. We will all get there little by little if we take steps. We have achieved a lot in our lives. Even in the worst of situations, we have lived another day. I have hope for another day. And I love myself for that. Every day I look into the mirror and I tell myself, today I'm sitting here. Had I thought I would be here a year back? I had never thought about it. So it's an achievement for me. And I love myself for that. So when I can look into the mirror and see love, I can love myself, then only I will be able to exude that love to others. Then I will be able to attract love into my lives. So, self love is very important because it lays the foundation for everything else that we do in our life. Abundance, when I talk of abundance, we only think of money as abundance. Abundance in relationships is important,
Yes.
abundance of good health. At least COVID has taught us that, health is the biggest wealth. Abundance in, mental peace. So these things are very important, and everything comes from self love. I have in I conducted a workshop on self love, and in that I have had women who are 65 years old. They said, "No, we never knew that you could give time to yourself." When I asked them to look into the mirror, oh, I have dark circles. I said, even I have dark circles, but I don't look at them. I look beyond that. So they said that we never thought this is important. I have always done for my husband, for my in-laws, for my son, for my office. I have run the house, I have cooked. I said, fine, that is all. Everybody has to do it. But you can always take out 5 minutes to internalize and just talk to yourself that, yes, you're loved. And, I do not blame people if they cannot love themselves, because that is the conditioning. That is the socially we have been brought up, because they think that, if you take time for yourself, you're being selfish. Self love is not being selfish. So, the conditionings, the society's demands, the family's demands, it has been put inside us that, you're guilty. We feel guilty. Women always feel guilty when they take time out for themselves. So, that is the narrative that we need to change. We need to change that. And so I conduct workshops on self-love. I do this mirror work, Louise Hay's mirror work. I conduct workshops for that, and I've seen beautiful transformations. And there is everything. Whether you do a workshop on gratitude or you practice gratitude, you do forgiveness, you do any meditation on forgiveness, you journal on forgiveness. So all these will lead you towards self-love, love for others, and attracting love into your life. So yes,
Okay.
that is it. And can I say a little more about chakras? I'm very excited.
Absolutely,
Sure.
absolutely, because what you're
So we
saying
have the
is
seven chakras in our.
yes,
So we have these seven chakras, and the
yes,
center chakra is the
yes,
heart. So it connects us to
yes,
the higher consciousness and the lower consciousness. And this heart chakra in Sanskrit, it is known as anahat chakra. Anahat means something which cannot be hurt. It
yes,
cannot be hurt. It cannot be harmed. So it's such a beautiful thing. And we always say, I have had a broken heart. Somebody broke my heart. I am feeling bad. But why? This is something which cannot be hurt. Open your heart chakra.
mm,
Once you open your heart chakra, allow the love to flow in. And the love comes from the divine. We are created by the divine. We might think physically our parents had been together and that's how we were conceived. Yes, that's true. That's how you see, because when we are in this world, we use our eyes more than our the sixth sense.
yes.
So since we are created out of love, that love is there. It is always there. And I would love to hold space for anybody out there who needs love in their life. I have a lot of love for all of you. Please reach out to me. I would love to talk to you. Yes.
Absolutely.
So Sophia, I'm sorry I got a little charged up.
No, no, it's wonderful because what you're saying is like it resonates. I can connect with that. It's so true. I've got, I can feel the energy of what you're saying flowing. I can feel your
Thank
passion,
you.
which is really wonderful. And and definitely we will put your links in the comments so people can reach out to you and share that love. And I've just had a big vision of having like sharing love all over the world.
Yes.
We have gratitude things, we have meditation circles and stuff like that, but to actually have a love circle and to spread it, one of our missions, which hasn't quite taken off yet because we're still growing, but one of our aims is to build a movement of love, growth, and connection. But especially the love part, that we can connect
Yes.
through love
Absolutely.
all over the world. So thank you for sharing that so much. And I love exactly what you're talking about. And we've got someone else who's just joining in and is saying, stay blessed, and really wonderful. So thank you for sharing that. I'm not sure who it is at the moment because we
I
are,
cannot see that the Facebook live because
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So, Sophia, I feel that you have already laid the foundation of love by creating this beautiful community. It is your love for yourself which has made you reach out to others. So we have already started. You've laid the foundation, and let's go and work on love. Most of the time, the word love is taken as a physical thing, and that's why people shy away from it.
yes.
But yeah, love is much more than that.
Yes, absolutely. No, and I hear you on that. I hear you on that. Just if I can ask you, Joyita, like, we all know about the foundation of love and how powerful it is. Right? Have you had any experiences yourself, or if you know of anyone else, how we can use the power of love to help us heal? Whether it's a physical thing, an emotional thing, or anything like that. How can love help us heal?
I would talk about myself first because
Yes.
charity begins at home. I have healed myself with love. Uh, like I told you, I was seeking love from A, B, C, D. But
Yes.
when I removed the A, B, C, D, it was only love that remained. And when that love, I focused on that love and I gave a lot of love. I expressed gratitude for everything, even the smallest thing, like the weather is changing in Delhi over here and it's becoming sunnier and brighter. It could be something as mundane as that. And when I started forgiving people, so, sometimes we say that, oh, that person has treated me so badly. How can I forgive? But, you should forgive because they know not what they do, and probably because we have manifested them in our life. So once I did this, the love in my heart grew stronger. And when the love grew stronger, it's very magnetic. It pulled a lot of people towards me. And I have been in such situations where the husband, the wife is expecting too many things from the husband, and I don't see anything wrong with the husband. And ma'am, you are my friend, why are you taking my husband's side? I said, be grateful. And once they have practiced, so I've given them certain tools to practice for self-love. So it is combined, it's a complete workshop design. So there's this lady who comes and says, ma'am, for 20 years I was expecting my husband, give me that love which I wanted. Maybe he loves me, but not in the way I want. But after 20 years, something happened. I said, what happened? So she says that, on our anniversary, after 20 years, he has taken out a picture of our wedding day. He has scanned it and has put it up as his WhatsApp status or WhatsApp DP profile picture. And, I'm very happy. It has happened after 20 years, but it has happened. So, and I could not tell him this is what I want from him, but it has happened. So, it is a very small thing. But a lot of things happen in my own life. I have seen that they may not say, many times we expect people to say, I love you. Everybody is
Yes.
not expressive. But it's in the small things, like, my husband has just set this up for this session today. He did not come and say, oh, I love you so much. He doesn't say that. He may not be the flower kinds of person, but this thing means a lot. And
Yes.
it has taken time. These things all evolve. Everything evolves. Like medicines, everything comes with an expiry date.
Yes.
It's the wheel of life. So
Yes.
whatever is down has to go up. So if you feel loveless and stuck, you will definitely come up. So, I've had situations in my life. I have been able to, I shouldn't be saying, I'm not being egoist or proud or arrogant when I say when I transform life. But yes, I'm grateful to God for giving me this opportunity to be able to transform somebody's life. I gave them the tips, they practiced it, and they have seen the changes in their life in
Mm.
many ways. In many
Mm.
ways.
In
Yes.
many ways, and I can
Yes.
just about feel that and see that what you're sharing, because it's the little tips that really count and that touch people's hearts
Yes.
and stuff. Which brings me to one of our last questions, because it's coming up. And a part of our community, our mission is to touch the lives of women, or touch the lives of people everywhere now. In little ways, big ways, doesn't really matter. And it's not just the people who are in our community, the women at the moment, and the people out in Facebook world, but it's also everyone else who's coming up. The young people, the children, the young adults who are looking, like you said, who are looking for love out there. All right,
Yes.
out
They
there.
are.
It's all out there. So if you could leave a legacy for all the young people, all the children, all the teenagers, all the young adults coming back in future generations as well. You could leave a legacy. What legacy would that be?
Okay, it all again begins with us. If we are too very controlling of our kids, things will not work out. We don't own our children. It's our duty to give them everything. And by everything, most parents are giving them materialistic things. Rather than taking them out on a foreign vacation, why not give them a lesson on meditation, a 21 day, 20 minutes guided meditation? Give them a gift of wellness. Nurture this thing inside them. Once we do this, we, as how can I expect my child to be a book reader when I don't read books? If
Mm,
I'm the partying kinds, that's what my kids would learn. So if I can give these gifts, most of the things is everything is materialistic. It's not the kids' faults. One is social media is there and everybody wants that instant gratification. But instead of giving an iPhone to your child because, he or she has done well in their exam, so I gift you an iPhone. How about gifting them a wellness package?
yeah.
They can learn grounding, they can, connect to nature, they can do some meditation, they can do some mindful eating, they can do some breath work. And if we give these gifts, we give and we encourage our kids to give these sort of gifts as return gifts for their birthdays.
Mm,
So I am sure things will change.
mm,
Things will definitely change. And, it has to begin from us.
mm.
I have
Abs-
initiated this from my kids. I have told my family as in my healing family. I've told them, do this for your kids.
Mm.
Invest. If you want your kids to do well, don't try to own them. Teach them family values, teach them certain ethical principles, and teach them what it is to heal yourself.
Mm.
Because the kids are carrying our DNA, so our traumas in a way they are carrying. So we need
Yes.
to heal ourselves, and we have to teach them how to heal themselves
Yes.
from a very young age.
Yeah. I love that. I could
Yeah.
just imagine that whole thing spreading throughout the entire world.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
and instead of giving the technology, that children are starting to be given wellness packages
Yes,
and stuff.
absolutely.
So thank you so very much. I really appreciate you coming on, and I would really love for you to come back, because I love these type of
Definitely.
conversations and stuff. And we will, for everyone who's watching, we will drop all of your links in the comments soon. And if you're watching on replay, just put hashtag replay. Let us know where you're calling in from. It's always wonderful to know. And if you've got any more questions, just pop them in the comments. So thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank
Joey,
you.
for joining us. But would you like to just share any last tips, any last things that we can just give to the people in our community?
Today, I have shared a guided meditation on building trust in relationships. It's a
Sure.
guided meditation. It is available on my YouTube. I will share the link at the end of the session.
Yes.
But I would like to say, like just like Sophia has laid the foundation for with out of love in her heart for all of us, I am there to hold space for you. Anytime anybody needs to talk, I'm there for you. Along with my paid sessions, I also conduct a lot of free sessions. And as friends and as a sister from the same tribe, I'm there to talk. I'm there for everybody. That's it. And just remember, love can heal, and you all can heal. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And
Thank you so
namaste.
much, Sophie. Namaste.
Namaste for everyone else who's
Yeah,
watching
thank
this as
you.
well. Thank you.
Thank you.